Greetings, friends. It's Sage here, and it is Sunday evening, May 17th, and we are here having our day 6 liturgy. I can hardly believe that we are already here on day 6. But I'm coming to you from a very day 6 moment, which I will get into after I read our scripture tonight as I speak about the day. So let's start with our reading from Genesis. This is Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 31. Then God said, "Let us make human." Excuse me, I am wrong. Let me start again. Verse 24 through 31. Let's start at 24. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures of every kind, cattle and creeping things and wild animals of the earth of every kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals of the earth of every kind, and the cattle of every kind, and everything that creeps upon the ground of every kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make humans in our image, according to our likeness. And let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the wild animals of the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth." So God created humans in his image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the air and over every living thing that moves upon the earth." God said, "See, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the air, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has the breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. God saw everything that he had made, and indeed, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the 6th day. We are almost to the end of our creation journey, friends. Almost to that day of rest, which signifies the fullness of our regeneration. When we rest in the life that God is living through us in a state of flow and fullness of celestial life. Day 6 is a lot of fullness without yet that experience of rest and flow. And that's kind of why this moment is perfect for me to be offering my day 6 liturgy, because I'm in my car on my way, driving home to Boston from Pennsylvania after just a beautiful, full, rich weekend of a Be Love, Be Honest, Be Useful retreat, an evening lecture on Helen Keller, and the opportunity to preach this morning. So I have had a very full, beautiful weekend, very alive with life. And I am a little glossy-eyed and tired as I try to make my way home to Boston. There's a lot emerging right now in my particular life and in this work that I've been doing with building the Helen Keller Spiritual Life Collaborative. So many things are emerging and blossoming, and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that happened this weekend. I'm so grateful for this creation series that is happening this weekend. And it's a lot. I've been reflecting a bit on the balance and the flow and the need for rest, and the possibility that while it's deeply beautiful and big, it's a sign that maybe I've put a little too much in motion, and it's time to rebalance and pull back a little bit. And all of that feels like a day 6 moment. Day 6 is about embodying our light. not just noticing it, not just perceiving it, but embodying it, living it in the world, in activity, in motion, in life, with others and with all of life. And that definitely has happened this weekend. It was an incredible retreat, and it was me offering what I had to bring and others coming in, and all of these possibilities that I had envisioned in my mind being made manifest in real time with real people. It was beautiful, it was alive, and it was a lot of work to bring it all together and to experience its happening. Another piece of day 6 that I'm really resonating with, that I want to share for our liturgy, just as we kick off this next month when we'll be exploring day 6 more deeply in all of our workshop offerings, is this sense I have about that invitation to embody our light and the experience I'm having of it that really is quite different for me than anything I've experienced before. That what I'm bringing into the world, these retreats, this talk, this sermon, everything that I offered this weekend, I offered really in a pretty different way than I have offered myself in the past. Because what I'm coming to realize is that what I have to offer, what I feel called to offer, is something that lives in me. It is a bit of light that is longing to emerge through me, that I am coming to know and feel and live from. And so in that way, when I speak about it, when I preach about it, when I give a lecture about it or lead a retreat about it, I am really speaking, the words are coming from the lived experience. The words are coming to express something that is right here and right now. In the past, and this is how we're taught, right, is in seminary, it's how we're taught in school. Often the things I would bring, it would have some of me in it for sure. I would bring an illustration or a bit of my experience. But often the things I would bring, I would be collecting information from many outside sources. I'd be looking to biblical scholarship. I would be looking to Swedenborg's insights. I would be crafting a message that I would craft, and I would have to kind of, keep my mind focused on so I wouldn't lose it. I would either write it out or make notes. I would have bullet points. And all of that is beautiful. It's a good way to share. I'm not saying that any of that was bad or ineffective, but I am recognizing that in my own life, I'm shifting into a different way of speaking and sharing, because I'm at a phase of life where I'm ready to share what's really here, truth that I experience, that I live and that I feel, and that longs to emerge from within me. And so in that way, I don't have to have notes or bullet points. I don't have to do research, and I don't have to really worry about forgetting what it is that I want to share, because it's something that lives in me and that wants to come out. I don't say that makes it always easy to share it, because while the highest part of me knows that to be true, there are certainly lots of other parts of me that become fearful and want more confirmation or more evidence, or become afraid of sharing that light. And all of that feels like day 6 stuff. And actually, when Swedenborg writes about day 6, he talks about how there's still a little bit of conflict as this life is coming into being and this embodiment is starting to occur, because we're not quite to day 7 yet. So I wonder if you resonate with that. I wonder if there is a light in you that is starting to niggle at you and want to emerge in some way, whether that be through words and speaking, through music, through art, through creation of some kind, or just through the way in which you live day to day. If you're starting to sense that the truth really does live in you, a truth that is whole and complete, and that doesn't need external validation or footnotes to be held, whether a truth that you really can't forget or misplace. My sense is that is true for many of us, that we come to this place where it's time to bring our gifts, and they really are ours. Not ours in a selfish way, but they are something that God is bringing through us and that we can trust more and more. That's kind of a central element of the thesis of my work with Be Loved, Be Honest, Be Useful, that a new life is longing to come into this world, a new era of peace, new possibilities, new connections, new creations that this world really is longing for, and that God is seeking to bring into being. And that the means by which God has to bring that into being is through us, through each one of us. I hope you've felt that throughout our creation journey, and that as we get to day 6, you might sense in to what you are bringing, or what you're starting to sense that you're maybe a little bit ready to bring. At our retreat yesterday, it was really one of the fullest experiences of a Be Loved, Be Honest, Be Useful event that I've put on so far, with multiple collaborators bringing their gifts, their unique, precious, beautiful gifts to the community. And it was really a beautiful thing to behold. And I look forward to hosting events and experiences where more and more of us step forward to bring that light that we are seeking to embody and that we want to offer to others. A light that's only ours. And I trust and believe that each one of us has that light. In small ways, in big ways, with huge dreams and small dreams, none of which are better or worse than the other, but are just ours. Our particular bit of medicine that we've been given to bring to the world. So I feel grateful for all the ways I've been given to bring some of what I am seeing and feeling into the world. All of the events this weekend, and if you're watching and you were a part of any of these experiences, thank you so much for coming and sharing your light. And I'm so excited for what more ways will open up as we move forward. So, blessings on this journey as we enter into day 6 and this invitation to embody our light. And I welcome you to any of our workshops and events this month so we can keep exploring what day 6 is about, what it means for the animals and the human to be emerging in our awareness and in our consciousness, what this means about our regeneration and this invitation to evolve and to grow. Thanks for being on the journey, friends, and many, many blessings. It's time for me to get back on the road. Take care.